What is happening? I'm Minnesota Vikings man 28, and today, um, I've calmed down. Well, I really reflected, on this season overall, and this is not me a reflection of the Vikings 2018 season. This is just reflecting on um, my 2018 um, year in review. So, and it also does involve the Minnesota Vikings. So, because they're part of, who I am and who this channel is. So, um, let's get right into it. So, start of the year, the Minneapolis Miracle. Um, I could not believe it that happened. I pulled out my phone right after they scored the touchdown. Well, after a little bit of celebrating because I wasn't gonna record. I wouldn't think of recording my live reaction to it because really, would you think that I didn't never thought that something would happen to the Vikings? So like, there's no, so I didn't record a live reaction. I had to record right after and how I was feeling. So, but that video is still my most viewed video. There is that chance that the my most recent video, but where we lost the Bears, could be my most popular video. So, I hope not, but makes perfect sense. I mean, a lot of my most viewed videos, besides the Minneapolis Miracle, have been when the Vikings do bad. So, Bills game is now my third most viewed video, not my second most viewed because that's my Bears video now. But that's understandable. That's very understandable. And one day when the Vikings go to the Super Bowl, you know, and that will be my most viewed video, hopefully. But I'm not too big into that. In terms of, I went to the Super Bowl. Um, well, I didn't go to the Super Bowl. Super Bowl. Well, the Super Bowl was here in Minnesota. I didn't go to the actual game. I'm sorry, I should have rephrased that, but went to see all the festivities, Patriots and Eagles and all that, and high fiving a lot of Patriots fans, and um, Eagles were just so annoying with their chant, but congrats to the Eagles on winning the Super Bowl. Um, so yeah, that was pretty much the start of 2018. Now, as far as this channel, the start wasn't really that much. It was just the Minneapolis Miracle, and then I don't know, and then maybe the draft was the next thing. But yeah, I mean, I wasn't really doing much with this channel until closer to when the season started, and then right after the draft, I contacted Tom Grossi. I direct messaged him, just asking, and I didn't want to be, too forced, I didn't want to plead or, you know, but I wanted to be on his podcast. So um, we got that arranged for week two when things were still looking bright for both of our teams. That I really loved the experience. I could not have done it without. I mean, I could not have been grown as this much without Tom Grossi. I'm wearing the Grossi Posse shirt for this episode. So, yeah, I will leave a link to the description below to his channel. I'll leave a description below to my Minneapolis Miracle reaction, and also I think that's it. And so yeah, um, so I contacted him, and he accepted it. We did the podcast, so I really enjoyed it. We ended up tying that week, so so sort of fair. Um, the season overall did not go the way I expected it to. The start of the season was pretty good, but we didn't face too many tough opponents. Um, we beat the Philadelphia Eagles, which was great, but that was the only, I would say, really good team that we beat. Um, well, and then well, I should say after I went on Tom Grossi, started getting a lot more views. If you want to know exactly how many views I have as of 2018, I have 3,300 views, 24 subscribers. So I'd like to thank all you who subscribe to me. Hopefully we can make 2019 even better. So, and then the Vikings hopefully will do good in 2019 also. So yeah. Um, as of today, this is going to be my 111th video. So that means been through a lot of videos. So that's pretty much an average of like 33 views or per video. Um, I'm not a bit too much into stats. I'm just giving you some stats for people who are into stats. So there's that, and then 6 videos that have gone over 100 views. So I'm definitely to be proud of that. So yeah, this has been a great year for me. I I'm saying this again. Couldn't have done it without Tom Grossi. Um, as I said, and also just to help him a little bit, if you want to buy his debut comedy album, Allergic to Fun, you can do that. You can go to his channel, which I said I'll put in the description down below. Then you can see, find the link to his his comedy album. He got #1 on Amazon. So, and he's very, very hilarious. And he is a Packers fan, but he's a very nice guy. So yeah. And now this season for this team, the Minnesota Vikings, might have just, even though we lost a win in game against the Bears, there's always next year. And I know Kirk Cousins was not our court, the not play to his potential. Well, did not play as an $84 million quarterback, but we got to do what we have now. I mean, we're stuck with him, so we got to do the best with him. So yeah. So I don't know. I think next year's Super Bowl is in. I think it's in Los Angeles. Correct me if someone is wrong, but is the goal to make it to Super Bowl next year? I mean, I'm not sure anymore. But it's definitely to make the playoffs, and if we cannot make the playoffs with next year with Kirk Cousins, then and Mike Zimmer, we might have to. Mike Zimmer is definitely already on the hot seat. So yeah, so next year's Super Bowl is in Miami, and then it'll be the next one after that will be in Los Angeles. So yeah, yeah. But overall, thank you all for supporting me, and thank you for all all for the good times and the bad times throughout this season. Really wish could have made some videos for the playoffs, but since we're not in the playoffs, can't really do that. But hopefully I'll be able to do that in the new year. This has been Minnesota Vikings Man 28, and I want to thank you. And I just want to thank you all. And as always, Skull.